Welcome to our tier list where we're going to be ranking every single song on the fall off, all 24 of them on our scale, starting at bad, going all the way up to perfect. And guys, hit the subscribe button for more fall off content and smash the like button on this video. Hopefully this gets to more users, but Lou, let's get into this. The first one we have on our list today is 29 Intro. How did you like the intro to the album, Lou?
I mean, it was cool, right? You got like the James Taylor Carolina in my mind, which is a fitting choice, obviously, because of Cole's hometown being Fayetteville in North Carolina. I like that he had a twist on it, that it ends with like the gunshots. Like just when you think that Cole might belt out some fucking Country Road Take Me Home or some shit, he ends up making it a short-lived intro. It was cool, and it's a cool callback because on the come up, there's a song called Carolina on My Mind. So it was cool to see that callback. Also, it was a good intro.
It was a good intro.
I wish it was 1985 still. What about you?
Yeah, that's cool though. Imagine you would have started off the album in 1985. That would have been
sick.
That would have been sick. I like it. It's obviously a classic song, pays homage to Cole's hometown, his home state. So it's cool too because I'm not sure if you saw this, but they were doing their tour where they went to like different universities and they picked up fans, either the trunk sale, that whole thing. He was like ripping this song on the highway with Ebe and his boys. So I found it fitting, but good is a fair rating. Let's go into the next one, 2-6. New music video for this just came out, by the way. It was interesting because, you know, I felt like this may be a track where like a 21 Savage or a Drake might have fit because of the whole ASMR voice. I love the production. You got Omen, Ron Gilmore, and T- that produced it. You're getting these knocking 808s, bro. There's like this sort of like haunting trap beat in the back of it. I thought that this was a great song, Lou.
Yeah, no, hard-hitting beat for sure, bro. I love that snare roll on the drums. That sounded crazy, the sinister strings. And yeah, Cole doing the whispering cadence for the first time was exciting because you never heard that from him. And I love the way he starts that second verse. Bitch, I be low on purpose, big hoodie, double XL. Like that flow is insane. And I like that he popped off with a song like this right at the start of the album. Like you wanted that kind of energy.
It gets you directly in the track list, right? You're invested into it.
Yeah. So I would go with a great rating with this.
Yeah, I said great rating, so we're on the same page.
Bang.
Let's go on to
Next
Safety.
up, Safety.
All-time Cole song, Lou. All-time Cole song for me, bro.
It just feels like pure 90s boom bap hip hop, very vintage sound with the boom bap drums and obviously incredible storytelling like we went over in the review. It's a perfect song, bro.
It is a perfect J. Cole
There's no
song.
flaws.
There is no flaws on this.
There's nothing.
Yeah, perfect rating is fitting for this one. Let's go on to this next one. Run a Train. So it was interesting because everyone's trying to contemplate, was it Cole doing the chorus or was it Future? Turns out it was Future. And I love this feature from Future because he's kind of playing into the concept that Cole's rapping about. And he says, fuck, you know about Jermaine. And those vocals feel really aggressive. They feel painful. And then you're getting some great verses from Cole in the middle of them. I would go with a great rating. That's what I have in my sheet here, Lou.
A great rating. I would have it as amazing. I thought the Future performance was one of his best features I heard in years, bro. Just that pure soul and aggression was incredible to hear. Also love the line, till I saw the Buddha pose and realized he throwing gang signs. I guess the lesson is you can't escape crime. So stopping this violence is like bringing peace. Sorry, it's like bringing the Gaza Strip peace. Great quotables. And I just love Cole's calm demeanor on the song, bro. Him rapping about the cycle of violence. And what I like about this song and also a couple other tracks on disc one is that this follows perfectly after Safety. After he's sort of debating going back to his hometown because of all the violence, you see him kind of circling back to that theme right after. Why only great?
I don't know. I'm looking at this tier list here, and I may have some better songs in the amazing category.
There's better songs, but why can't it be amazing?
That's true. I just thought it was a great record. Like I have it on the same like sort of tier as 2-6. You're getting aggressive and personal verses from Cole, which I think are absolutely fucking great. But I do think there's better rapping performances off of the album, at least in my opinion. I think there's higher highs. So
listen,
that's why I gave it.
I have it ranked higher than 2-6 and some others, but
we could do amazing. We'll do amazing. Fuck it. All right, let's go on to this next one. Let's do Poor Thing, bro. This is arguably the best song on the album for a lot of people. Going into this record, bro, you get the West Side Gun ad-libs that come through. They're barely like even visible. You don't even know if they're West Side Gun, but regardless, though, I love these verses from Cole, and it was sick because he's dissing a hometown rapper that dissed Cole back in like 2015, right after 2014 Forest Hills Drives comes out, and I think that it plays into the concept of this disc where you see Cole rapping from the perspective of his 29-year-old self right after he drops that studio album. So I found that to be a crazy Easter egg. I love like the whole punk bitch cadence and the whole like rhyme towards the end of it, bro. This is one of my favorites off of it. I think this is a perfect song,
Bro,
Blue.
Cole is just on another planet the entire track, bro. I mean, who else is making 5-minute rap songs like this where it's all gas, there's no breaks, 3 verses, 3 different flows. All of a sudden, I'm buzzing now. It's beef, punk, bitch. That flow is magical. I also love that you're getting a Chipmunk Soul sample from the OJs, but you're also getting the Boosie sample of Set It Off. And obviously, Cole loves the South. It's a great nod to that. And even the live trumpet towards the end of the song sounds immaculate, bro. And yeah, no, it's a cool story, too, because he's rapping about a former NFL player who came back to the Ville after his career was done, wanted to get into rapping, wanted Cole to help him out with a feature verse and some promo, and Cole wasn't really with it. And there's a lot of great backstory that What's the Dirt covered on it. But yeah, no, fucking perfect song. One of the best off the album, easily.
All right, let's go on to Legacy. I feel like this is an underrated song for the track list, Lou. More people should be talking about this one in particular. Some of the best writing from Cole on this, talking about his career and talking about how he feels like there's a disconnect from him in the Ville. Great lyrics like, pardon these selfish flows. I need a Yelp for hoes. I need to read reviews because some of the evil I see you do is unbelievable. Menopause shit, inconceivable tennis ball shit, because in that racket outside my mama's house, bro. Sick stuff, bro.
That's not crazy. Needing a Yelp for hoes is not like, I'm not going to look at those bars.
No,
and
but I like
them.
the rhyme scheme on this. Like I like what he's saying throughout this record and talking about his legacy, obviously. And then PJ follows up with the writing as well.
It's interesting that this was the first song that he recorded for the Fall Off. He said that in the AMA.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's full of regrets on the track, seemingly speaking about like the on and off relationship with his now wife. The singing is heartfelt, but it is a bit rough. Certain notes like texting you, like that whole section, it was whatever. PJ's vocal is super nice. I had it at a good rating.
I had it at a great rating.
We could do great.
We could do great on this.
Next up, Bunch Road Blues. Listen, bro, if you would have told me we were getting a J. Cole song with an Alchemist beat that also has Thames and Future on it, I would have looked at you and said, no, that was not on my fucking bingo card. This is insane. That being said, one of the most psychedelic sounding productions on the entire album. He killed it. I love the violins at the end by Ron Gilmore. Cole hitting us with that double time flow off rip. And he's on a mission on this song, bro. He wants to metaphorically kill J. Cole and go back to being Jermaine. And you could tell that he's doing soul searching on this song. Loved Future and Thames on it as well. This is an amazing song to me, bro. It's one of the strongest cuts.
Oh, dude. And especially like going into that Thames feature towards the end, her vocals are beautiful. And like you said, it's such an unorthodox collaboration across the board, but it feels so fitting, right? You have Future, that's the great middle point between a rapper and a singer, but then you're ending off with Thames on the record. And I feel like people would have expected Uncle Al to go into a different direction with this beat, considering what he's produced before with a J. Cole feature, for example, or the stuff that he did off of MDL. This is nice. There's a nice nocturnal vibe to the song as well. I love playing this at night, bro, and the flows that he's hitting on that first verse, stupid. I give this an amazing rating.
We're on the same page. Next up, Who the Fuck Is You? Okay. But
the way that it then drops into the Mobb Deep sample, bro, it's so nasty. This is a nasty fucking record off of this album.
Yeah, and I felt like this was also something that could have fit on the Blizzard tape just because it's Cole taking a classic New York hip-hop beat and just being like, yo, I'm just going to murder this. And that's what he fucking does. I like the second half of the beat where you get like the Manny Fresh vibe. That was an exciting part to get that beat switch because there's not too many beat switches on the album. And his rhyming is twisted the entire time, bro. The way the first verse, he rhymes Deuteronomy and keeps that multi-syllabic rhyme scheme for the whole way after. Also, the Eminem-inspired flow on verse 2. I love that he mentions walking with his Walkman, which is a reference to M. Forgot About Dre. One day I was walking by with a Walkman on when I caught a guy. That whole homage was insane. Also, love the bar, exchange pounds for dollars and never converted cash. Pounds like narcotics, but also like fist bumps, pounds like British currency, crazy triple.
Get Rich or Die Trying had a fitty on, like a bunch of cultural references throughout this record that I really enjoyed too.
Song's amazing.
Yeah, it's an amazing song, bro. I really like it. All right, Lou, let's go on to track number 9. And I believe if my list is correct, this is going to be Drum and Bass, bro. This is an underrated one. This production is gross. T minus, Nizzy, and Golden Jr. What a fucking beat, bro. What a disgusting beat. And even the way that he starts off the chorus, right? Like it's a bit more of a choppier flow. Then you get into that first verse and he just catches a pocket and it's fucking insane, bro. From shark infested waters, phrases like that make me sound harder and more ruthless. But the truth is that I merely swam, bro. Insane
This
stuff.
is one of the most replayable songs on the album to me. The writing is super deep. You have a great hook. You have those hypnotizing keys from the Scott Kosu samples. Also love the detailed, vivid imagery on the second verse, where he raps about violence in the city. Mothers crying on steps while porch lights shine down on a giant puddle that now forms on the ground as she wept. Family surrounding her, providing the best attempt at consoling her. Prayers and words of faith coming out their breath.
And it's also interesting because this also plays into the theme of disc 1, right? Where he's sort of feeling like there's a regret of going back to the Ville, but it's everything he ever wanted. Saying, I'm living my dream. My life is my childhood wish. The guilt that comes along with that is the size of the rest of the planet. I pray you guys get to see it across the Atlantic, bro. So... yeah, nasty stuff. I have it amazing.
I have it perfect. I think this is one of the best songs.
Yeah, you put it
on
as
the
a
album.
perfect?
I have it as a perfect song.
Is
The
it
shit's
safety?
So fire.
Is it safe?
The shit I write so fire, I got my hand afraid of my pen.
I don't mind.
Come
bro.
on, Ant.
Honestly, bro, I've been glazing this album the whole rollout. I don't give
You
a
have.
fuck.
What's another glaze?
Oh, dude, come
Have
on,
a
bro.
glaze off,
Dude,
Ant.
I stirred enough controversy for this week. All right, let's go into this next one, the Let Out. So this one was the biggest grower for me off of the track list. At first, when we both listened to it, we were really not fond of it. I'm not saying it's a perfect record.
Far from.
No, I'll give it a good rating, though.
That's fair enough for me. I mean, yeah. Listen, it's kind of catchy. The hook itself. I just
I
don't
love the
think
strings
that it's,
on this record, though. That's my favorite part is the production.
What
for
I
me.
appreciate the most about this song is probably the way that drum and bass leads into the Let Out and how
Yeah, the
that's like one
sequencing's really
story.
cool.
So the sequencing of it made sense, and also just the idea of like him having to watch his back in public and not being able to go to the places he used to frequent before the same. Also, I don't know if I'm tripping, but his flow reminds me a bit of MJ on Smooth Criminal, bro.
Yeah?
The first flow, maybe I'm bugging out, but it reminded me of that.
All right, let's go on to one of the final tracks on disc 1, Bombs in the Ville, Hit the Gas. This is another song that had sort of like a polarizing effect where people were either saying it's one of my favorite and catchiest off of the album because of the second part, or you and I after first listen where we're like, nah, bro, like that whole first part could have been left off. I still feel like that though. Like looking at this first part on Bombs in the Ville, that whole like trap beat and everything, like I just felt like that was a bit useless, bro. And Hit the Gas could have been used as maybe like an interlude because that's super catchy. I like that Miami bass sort of production towards the end of it.
Oh yeah, I love the start of the second section where it's like the yeah damn. Like at first I was getting grippy flashbacks, but then I'm like, let him cook.
Okay, yeah.
I'm like let him cook, and he did cook. I love that Miami bass section, and then when he starts. When the beat changes again and it gets softer and he raps about FaceTiming his younger self and letting him know everything will be okay, everything will play out the way it's intended to. That was one of the most heartfelt moments on the album. I had it as a good song that could have been amazing, bro, if it wasn't for that first half.
It could have been a fucking amazing song, right? Because there's all kinds of twists and turns in it, but like where you start, that destination, like that first starter. No, I'm not big on it.
So good song?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go on to the next one.
Lonely at the Top. I could just picture Cole sitting at the top of Mount Everest, smoking a pipe and just like overlooking the entire fucking world. That's what it feels like. Just reflecting on his favorite rappers and the state of hip hop.
It's a great song, Lou.
Super relatable song too, where it's like, you know, as you grow, you maybe are tied to the music you fell in love with when you were a teenager, when you were first getting into the genre, and then you have an expectation of your favorites that is almost impossible to live up to. And I like just the idea of him wanting to big up other rappers and be like, yo, I want people to play with at the playground, like
and
metaphorically.
I also think this was fitting too for disc 1 because now you finally see Cole hit the pinnacle, talks about being at the top, and he says, whoever's blessed here, whoever's blessed enough to get here, salute to you, but there is another emotion that's going to come with it. And I feel like Cole is also saying, you know, it's time to find my roots again, which then leads into disc 2, and I think it was a perfectly sequenced track to lead you in to the next chapter of the album.
Also one of the most thematically important songs on the album. I love lyrics like they pockets got too grown, for some it seems that love is gone. I felt that. And yeah, it just feels like a false prophets part 2, which makes sense because Cole probably was feeling this way around the same time he made that record. Love the Babs intro sample on here too. I would go with
Great rating I had for it.
Great's fair.
Yeah, for selfish reasons, I think I could help them reignite the flame and fall in love with this again. Crazy.
Great,
insane
great
stuff.
vocals on here, the background vocals. But next up, disc 39. Here we go. 39 intro. Let me go in. When he goes in on 39 intro, listen, the first part's cool. I will say this. I know I put it in my top 3 songs in the short form that we did. It went a little bit lower than that just because I do feel like
You're tripping, Lou.
The song drags a little bit. It takes too long to get to the part that we've all been waiting for. It takes a bit too long.
Bro, those guitar strings, the spacey synths throughout it.
I like the first half, but it drags a bit.
Bro, like you're just, feels like you're levitating, and it's such a cool Cole record because I've never heard him attack this type of sound before, and this was an experimental record for the catalog. And then, bro, when the gunshots come in, he hops on that Coleman and Vinyls beat, and it's just game over, and it sounds so effortless. He doesn't even have the most aggressive or dominant demeanor on it. He's almost sort of monotone, but it's like robotic flow where he just catches every single pop.
I wouldn't even call it robotic, but like I get what you're saying. It's he's rapping like a machine.
Yeah,
bro.
like that's what I'm saying though. It's just he's hitting every single fucking flow, bro, and there's 5 to 6 flow switches throughout this.
Yeah.
As soon as you think he's about to be done the verse, he goes in for another 16. It's such a gross part of this album, bro. I gave it a perfect rating.
And
it's perfect for me, bro.
I also feel like what's crazy is that like even though he's rapping faster than he has on most of his records, he's still articulating every word perfectly, bro. You can make out everything that he's saying, enunciating every word. Just perfection in terms of performance in that second half. The bar work is insane. One of the best verses of his career, without a doubt. That's the 2-syllable formula too. Listen, I could have gone amazing or perfect because it drags a bit. I was thinking amazing, but we'll do it. I'll pay back the debt of the other score.
This is arguably the best song on the album for me.
Arguably it is. Because of the second half, though. I love the first. The first half is chill. It's dreamy. The singing's nice, but the second half's where it's at. Next up, the fall off is inevitable. He's rapping about seeing his life flash before his eyes, and what I like about it is that it's like it shows you like the way he moves so quickly from like his son going back into his wife's belly and like the wedding ring being taken off. It shows you how fleeting moments are in life,
and how fast like this process was probably for him, right?
Yeah,
like, how quickly he went through everything, and there's also like this sound of regret in his voice once you start getting to the moments, for example, like, you know, him taking the ring off and going back into the club with the hose. Like there's also this sort of growth and evolution within the song.
You said that so seriously, and he went back to the club with the hose.
Honestly, I think because this dropped first as a single, there's not enough conversation about this song right now post rollout. This is top 3 off the album.
And this feels like it's gonna be one of the most timeless songs off this record. Like this is a forever record for J. Cole's discography. This is perfect.
This is perfection. Perfect. All right, let's go on to the Villas. This is where we get the Elevators interpolation. Erykah Badu, bro. Like this feels like young Jermaine, you know, would marvel at J. Cole doing this. This is a hip-hop fan's dream. I could just imagine being a rapper and listening to people like Erykah and listening to Outkast and being able to put that full circle on your final album. What a fucking moment for him, bro.
Absolutely. Even the production. I love the bass line on this song. It's Soulquarians type production, which makes sense. That live jazz feel, getting Erykah on there. It was a beat that made sense for the song, and one of Cole's best hooks on the album. Dreams can come true. You'll get yours too. And the songwriting's another level, bro. Him bringing back James from For Your Eyes Only, talking about how their dads were buddies in the army and how sometimes he feels like he was a better man than he is. Masterclass.
He also said also some crazy lyrics about him wishing like they both died instead of like James, bro, which is fucking crazy. On that verse, I picked that up like on a couple.
What do you
mean
both? You said they both died.
No, like because in the portion that he's talking about James's father and his own father, he says, "I wish sometimes like they would have passed away instead of my brother, bro." And I found that to be interesting because there's this sort of like resentment still towards Cole's father that he's expressed on different albums, like Born Sinner, for example, and 2014. So I thought that was fucking crazy for the song. Bro, I don't know, amazing or perfect?
Perfect for me. It's a perfect record, bro.
All right, let's
All
keep
right,
going, Lou.
Old Dog with P.D. Pablo, one of the hardest hitting songs on the album. Real anthemic energy. This is the one, bro. When I play my fucking fall off CD in the whip, Old Dog and Poor Thang, they sound fucking nuts.
By
Bro.
the
They
way,
make
how do
my
the
whole
CD
car
sounds?
shake. Oh, it's not even fair, bro. The difference from the CD to the streaming files. Oh my goodness, bro. Because they obviously have to compress files for streaming, but with the CD, bro, it's unmatched, bro. It's a fucking beautiful experience, bro. Whipping that shit. Oh my goodness.
You ever see the Bang & Olufsen like wall piece that you could have where it's like a big gray bar, and then after that you have different CDs and it selects, and then the counter goes, it'll pick a CD, play
Yeah,
it.
I've seen
I
that.
really want that piece for my
Yeah,
crib, bro.
that shit's fire.
In my
bro.
whip though, I have no CD player, so I can't play anything off of the CD in the car. I'm fucking jealous of you, bro.
That's the beauty, I guess, of an older car, bro. You have the
Hey,
fucking.
fuck it,
You
dude.
got
If
the
I,
CD
if I had
player.
my old
love it.
Chevy Malibu, bro, I would have been ripping it. There's some
yeah.
good speakers on that Chevy, but I would go with a great song.
I think it's a great song. Yeah. All right. Next up, Life Sentence. Bro, he really started the song by saying, "This is the realest shit I ever wrote." Come on, bro. The Villist, For Your Eyes Only, Love Yours.
Yeah.
Really, bro? This is the realest shit you ever wrote. I don't know.
No, he's fucking around.
I don't know,
obviously.
Chief.
I think it's a mid record, low key.
This is yeah. It's mid. I could boost it up to good if I wanted to, but
unbiasedly though.
yeah, it's probably a mid record. The writing's a bit cheesy. The DMX impression is cool, but that's what it is. It's a DMX impression. It's also like Drake did it so recently too. Like it was only 10 years ago that Drake flipped this. So like, why couldn't J. Cole take another DMX record? Let's say. But anyway,
Well, that's an iconic DMX
nitpicking.
record, and it does play into
For
the
sure.
song. So
For sure.
it's supposed to be a romantic song, him expressing his love for his wife and his family time. So I do like the writing on it. I don't think it's a poorly written song, but it's definitely a bit lower on. Actually, want to go good with it?
I don't mind. Like I said, it's listenable, bro. Like it's like a radio friendly song. It's just should it have been on the fall off?
Yeah,
I don't
we'll do
think
good.
so.
It's a
We
good
can do
song,
good.
actually.
It's not bad of a song.
Only you though. This is where I'm gonna go mid though, bro.
Oh yeah, this is the middest song that you could find here, bro.
This was like low-key pointless.
The
to the
writing
album.
is so cheesy, bro. Dishwasher broke, fingers wrinkled, getting soaked. What's the point of being rich if I gotta do the dishes? Like, bro, we're not trying to hear about clothes being folded, dishes being washed. What's next, bro? Mowing the lawn? Come on.
They're redoing your shingles. Doing your pavé uni.
You got to keep these conversations for Sunday brunch, bro. Come on.
Or when the boys in the back. Listen, bro, I'm all about talking about renos. I fucking love
Oh,
talking
for
about
sure. It's just
renovations,
it's
you
not
know?
gonna make for the most entertaining music at the end
No,
of the
for
day.
sure. But like, kicking it with the boys, playing some poker, or like, the Sunday barbecue.
For sure.
Fuck yeah, I want to talk about the stairs I just redid.
Absolutely.
But I don't want to hear it on a J. Cole album.
No,
Two
it's-
completely different
Yes.
places where you need to have conversations like that.
Absolutely, and also his singing is extremely whiny on the song, bro. Burna Boy does okay. He does the Jack Hure song, like, oh, all right. Afro beats and reggae vibe on the fall off, sure.
All right, let's
Mid.
go on to this next one. Man Up Above. Broski. This is mine. This is like
Yeah,
this
this is one where we could debate, bro. I was listening back to the vocal sample. When I first heard it, I'm like, something bugs me about it, and I don't know what it
you
is.
don't like the Marvin Sapp sample?
Bro, when you go back to the original Marvin Sapp song, it is night and day, bro. Because to me, at least, it sounds like they stripped the soul away from it, bro. All right? Because they lowered the pitch. It sounds AI generated, bro. They butchered the sample.
Nah, that's horrible.
They
bro.
butchered the sample, bro.
This chorus is one of my favorite. Whole lot of O's getting sold. On
I
the
love
block.
that chorus.
Don't go outside a lot. Ain't trying to get pop. Like that whole chorus is super catchy. Some of the best verses from Cole on this entire album. Another year goes by. Another guy slayed at the West Indian Park Parade when the perpetrator sprayed. Like super sick shit from Cole throughout this, bro. And this is a top of the hill like sort of song for me, bro. Where you're relaxing, you're putting this on, bro. I love the Marvin Sapp sample, bro. I have this as a perfect record.
I had it as amazing because that sample really fucking bothers me. I'm not gonna lie to you. When you're dealing with a classic song, bro, like
Come on, bro.
when
It
you're
can't bother you that much,
when you're
dude.
dealing with
We
fucking
loved it on
never
first
would have
listen.
made it, bro. The sample bugs me, but whatever, bro. Listen,
No, it's a perfect
yeah,
song.
I'll give it to you because you probably have it like top 5. And by the way, guys, we are gonna give you every track ranked from both of us by the time we're done with the tier list. But
All right, let's go on to this next one. I Love Her Again. Man, this one's a serious one for this album, bro.
never knew a love like this.
And when I heard it in the trailer, That's when I said, okay, we're getting into a very serious album tonight.
You knew when you heard that little snippet that it was gonna be
Even the
something else.
production, bro. The production is gross. It's like Man Up Above and this have been my most like back-to-back played songs
This is
throughout.
better, bro. I better see it higher in your ranking, bro. This is better than Man Up Above. Come on. The jig is up, man. The jig is up.
Oh, this is a perfect song.
This is
though.
a perfect song. Fantastic storytelling, metaphors, one line after the other. Love the way it progresses. Cole's
the twists and
conviction
turns,
too with
yeah.
the delivery.
Feels like you're watching a movie when you're
Yeah.
like listening to this song.
All right, What If featuring Moray. I don't have this as a perfect song.
I don't either.
I think that
I have it an amazing rating though.
I have it as an amazing rating. Yeah, I mean, it was cool. It wasn't the first time someone did this. Like the Game did this back on his LAX album. The whole perspectives of Biggie and Tupac and how it's sort of like this revisionist history of what if they would have opened up to each other and gotten along and tried to find some middle ground. Cool perspective. Ultimately, I feel like he wouldn't have done this if it wasn't for his own situation. Like it's definitely an allegory to the whole big beef of 2024. Which at
But
that
it's not
point, well,
directly
it's just-
into that,
at that
though.
point, I felt like, well, why not just speak? If you want to speak your piece again, which
Would you have
don't
rather
have
gotten
to.
a Port Antonio over this on the album?
Probably, but I still enjoy it for what it is. Like it takes a lot of like skill, bro, to match the flows and just all the phrasing of Biggie and Tupac. He did that really well.
But that's what I really like about this artist performance. I think it's super strong because when you go back and you listen to the two verses, like you said, the flows, like if you try to picture the cadence of Tupac or the voice of Biggie, you'll be able to pick up on it without even having to listen to the lyrics. So amazing rating is fair.
There we go. Next up, Quick Stop. One of my favorite songs on the album. This is another one like the fall off is inevitable where like this has its own place in Cole's catalog, bro. Like this is such a unique record for him. I don't feel like there's not many other songs where he's humanized himself this much. Maybe like I Love Yours, but I love the somber beat, the violin strings. One of his most complete performances ever. Just that raw intensity and the way that he's almost shouting, bro, at the end of that track.
Incredible.
I've never like I said, I compared it to like Knock the Hustle remix just because of
The
how
intensity.
much is going into it, bro. And just obviously the message, right? Of like what matters the most to him after all these years. Now that
is
he's
the fans.
it's the fans and the difference that he makes, bro. This continuous race to be the best will leave you stepping at a strenuous pace till you forget who you is and you forget who you ain't. Before you know it, you're trapped inside that picture you paint. This life is more than just rap, more than the bitches you scrape, more than the riches you stack. See, it's the difference you make.
Feels like the Love Yours of the album, right?
In
I
a
thi-
sense,
in
yeah.
a sense, I feel like
Yeah.
that's what it means. It's like sort of a love letter to his fans, and like just his appreciation of for being an artist and like the people that he's been able to impact throughout his music. So
See, this is a perfect song.
this is a perfect record. All right, next one, and the whole world is the Ville. Dude, this sample flip is grody. So this samples "Love Put Me on the Corner" by the Alley Brothers. A sample like a soul song from the 1970s, and you know you got Cole just talking about like everything that he reps from his city, bro, and everything that makes him like someone that comes from his own city, and I love it because he's paying homage. It's a great way to close off the album for me. I would have preferred though if I were doing the sequencing, and I think Ebe actually told like in the Q&A or he was talking to a fan on Twitter, the fall off is inevitable should have been the closer off of the album. Instead of this or Ocean Way, I think this should have been reversed, bro. So that's my take on it. But how do you like the song?
It's a solid outro. I like that he's kind of going into that coach godfather role, giving advice to up and coming artists, like talking about like use the mic for therapy, put your pain into it, put all of your emotions and your life experiences into your craft. Second verse is cool too because he's rapping about like the ciphers he used to do as a kid and how he really got the passion for hip hop. Sonically, musically, it's cool.
I found the hook was like a bit repetitive.
Yeah,
though, where he
the
does,
whole like he's spelling out the Ville, yeah.
but it kind of plays into the concept of the song, though. You know, like it's also a love letter for the Ville. So I get it. I have a great rating.
Great
though.
song though.
It's a great song. Let's go on to Ocean Way. This is the closer. This is going to end off our tier list, ladies and gentlemen. Getting these somber guitars, bro, feels like Cole is riding through, bro, like just Malibu or somewhere that's very sunny, wavy. You feel the ocean breeze, bro, and he's venting. That's the best way that I could. But he's venting.
Yeah,
So
bro's riding off into the sunset with this one. Maybe the most atmospheric song on the album. Nice acoustic strings complementing Cole's singing, and it sounds like he's heading home to like his family, bro, where he's happiest. And I like the last few words. Love has always been called a losing game, but the more that I love, the more I gain. And also, cool fact: after the storm, we're still aflame. Cole referencing his first song on what could be his last ever song, saying we're still aflame, like he still maintained the passion after all this time. Short song, it almost felt like an interlude to me.
yeah,
That was kind of the vibe I got. I fuck with the song. I don't think it's anything crazy. I had it as a good rating.
I had it as a good rating as well. I thought it was a good way to end off the album, and it almost completes the car ride that you go on with Cole, bro, while listening to this album. Because you hear the car keys, him getting in and out of the car at the end of the album, and it feels like he's going through a drive spinning this.
Yeah,
And
a ride through Fayetteville. That's what the album kind of feels like.
that's what it feels right? And now he's riding through, and it's time for him to go. So, good rating.
How many perfects do we have? Like, was it like fucking 6, 7?
9.
9 perfects out of a 24 double disc album. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, and then after that, you want to see amazing? 4.
So about half the album got into the perfect, amazing echelon. That makes sense.
That does make sense. Then great is 5.
Yeah, listen, bro. Some of the best songs of Cole's career up to this point.
It really is. But all right, Lou, shall we reveal our rankings?
Go for it, bro. I'll let you start.
Okay, so 24. This is where I'm going to have Life Sentence. 23, I'm going to have Only You. 22, 29 intro. So far, so good. I feel like that's fair.
Yeah.
And honestly, Only You and Life Sentence could be interchanged. 21, Bombs in the Ville / Hit the Gas. 20, Ocean Way. 19, for me, Old Dog. 18, The Let Out. 17, Legacy. 16, And the Whole World is the Ville.
The Let Out over Old Dog?
For me, I prefer it.
Wow.
Yeah, I do prefer it.
That's nuts.
All right. Then after that, 15, Lonely at the Top. 14, Drum and Bass. 13, 2-6. 12, Bunts Road Blues. 11, What If. 10, The Villist. 9, Run a Train. 8, Who the Fuck Is You. 7, I Love Her Again. 6, Quick Stop. 5, Man Up Above. I took it out of the top 3.
Okay.
I took it out of the top 3, but then that's when I'm going to go 4. The Fall Off is Inevitable. 2, Poor
3.
Thing.
What's 3? You said 4 and then you said 2.
Poor Thing. 3 is Poor Thing.
Okay.
2 is Safety, and then 1 is 39 intro. It's fair.
Solid ranking. What was the other one? I had Drum and Bass at 14. Bro.
Yeah, I
That's
have songs
criminal.
like 2-6 and Bunts and Road Blues over it for me.
We gave it perfect, bro.
For me.
Fuck. Okay, all right. I'll give you mine. Let me know. Number 24, Only You with Burna Boy. I think that's the worst song on the album. 23, The Let Out. Really not a strong performance. 22, 29 intro. 21 is Life Sentence for me. 20, I have Ocean Way. 19, Bombs in the Ville / Hit the Gas.
Okay, so we have the same songs around the lower tier.
Around, yeah. 18, Legacy. Where'd you have that? Probably higher up, right?
Legacy, I had a 14 or 17.
Yeah.
No, I had a 17.
17, And the Whole World is the Ville. 16, Old Dog. 15, 2-6. 14, Man Up Above. That's where I had it. 13, Lonely at the Top. 12, Run a Train. 11, What If. 10, Bunts Road Blues. 9, Who the Fuck Is You. 8, I Love Her Again. 7, The Villist.
The Villist over I Love Her Again is fucking stupid.
Gave it a perfect rating. How is that
know,
stupid?
But come on, bro. It's not better than I Love Her
I
Again.
think
Let's
it
get the
is.
fuck out of here, bro.
Production-wise, absolutely, bro. For sure. Amazing songwriting. What are you going to nitpick with it?
No, I'm just saying, bro. I Love Her
6.
Again should at least be like a bit higher, bro.
You had it one spot higher. You're at 7, bro.
I'm just saying, bro. Not over the Villist.
Of course. 6, Drum and Bass. 5, Quick Stop. 4, 39 intro. 3, Poor Thing. 2, Safety. And 1, The Fall Off is Inevitable.
Great ranking. I can't complain. Yeah, we're on the same page.
Yeah, we're not far off.
A couple of tracks, but that's pretty much it. But guys, let us know in the comment section, where do we get it right, where do we get it wrong? And listen, the fall off is inevitable. It feels surreal. Thank you so much for coming into this rollout with us. I think we could say from the whole team, it's been such a beautiful ride with you guys. Thank you to everyone that subscribed to the Patreon plan. If you guys want to check out the live album reaction, if you have not already, the link is in the description for you guys. We appreciate you, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.